Well, hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what's going on for the 17th to the 23rd of November. I have no cards in front of me because we didn't do an overview, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to just bypass that concept. And if you like that idea, let me know. If you don't like that concept, let me know. The more you communicate with me about what you see and what you like, the better I can help. And be whatever that is. Oh, not to say I'm changing everything for you, but I'll do what I can, right? So yes, I am here to be of service and help you see what's coming up for the week ahead so you're better prepared. That's my whole goal. And I do have some messages for you from my better angels and guides. They are talking about how it's going to be really important for us to be one, be a whole unit, be the human race, and stick together, you know, be a part of what's going on for each other without having to look at all our differences. We want to look for all the similarities, man. We want to see what's the same about us so that we can better help each other and be a part of, you know, like we do when there's a big tornado or when there's some other big terrible thing happens and we all just sort of come together. There's no reason to worry about anything else or what color people are or what anything else is different about each other. It's all about the fact that, oh, you fell down, let me help you get up. Oh, you need that thing over there, let me help you get that thing over there. It's really simple. It doesn't have to be about anything else other than that, and that's where we want to stay. And it doesn't mean that any tragic thing has happened by any stretch. It just means that we're going to look at our neighbors with compassion instead of with agitation and irritation, all right? So that's what I'm looking at, all right? So let's go ahead and get these cards out for you. I have a pre-programmed deck right here for you. Ta-da! We're going to go back to that magical Nordic tarot. Fabulous. Shout out to Miss Carol. She gave this deck to me for Christmas, and I love, love, love it. So, yay. We are indeed looking at what's going on here. Alrighty. This is cool. We're going to do 3 rounds of cards. Of course, the first round is where you are. The second round is going to be what's blocking you. And the third round will be your solution. So, yay. We're definitely getting into what we're doing here. It's fun to see how these all lay out and come out. Last week was pretty cool. I liked how that worked out for you. It looks like you got to make some big plans for trips, and that was good. I liked that. There was travel and movement with your friends, but also with somebody else. That was pretty cool. I liked that for you. And once you just stopped pushing around to try and get more power, everything kind of fell into place. That was nice. Liked it. But here we are in our final round, all about what our solutions are going to be this month or this week. It's very cool. I like it very much for you. So, as per usual, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Ta-da! All right, so all those cards are out. Let's talk about what's going on with you personally. This is all about you. This is what's happening with yourself, all right? Sometimes what's happening inside your head, sometimes what's happening with your body, right? Let's see. We have the 3 of Wands showing that you have all the knowledge in your head about things you've done in the past, and that information is going to be super important to you for 2 reasons. One, you want to give yourself a pat on the back. You've been around the block. You've seen some things. You've even survived some things. Good for you. And it never hurts to acknowledge that you're awesome, okay? Now, the second thing you want to think about is, are you about to, like, repeat old behaviors or not take in those old lessons? Because we don't want to do that. That's a drag. Because we already know what happens. So don't do it again, all right? Wishes being fulfilled. Love this. This card can almost never work in reverse. So, right, things are going very well. You're remembering your lessons and your wishes are being fulfilled. This is super cool. And doors are opening inside your head. You yourself are making new decisions based on all of this good information from the past. And and things coming together for yourself. So you yourself are coming together for yourself. I love that. That is so great. Okay, let's talk about your money. Haha, what's going on with your money? Okay, you're going to be given some empowering information about your money, but you want to keep it to yourself, okay? This is not going to be shared with anyone just yet. You're going to hold tight. You're going to hold, hold, wait, wait. Okay, so you're waiting for a moment when you can actually use this information, but it isn't here yet. We are looking at the thing that will block you. The Four of Cups is all about the foundation of your heart. So right now, you're thinking more about relationships, and that those relationships are going to be blocking you from making any solid, firm decisions about your finances. This might be your kids, this might be your in-laws, exes, stuff like that. People that, well, okay, maybe not exes, but anyway, but you're thinking about people that you care about while you're thinking about your money. And you're trying to be like, okay, I want to be empowered, I want to handle this properly, and I'm thinking about my loved ones, and how will I handle my finances in the event of my passing, blah, 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 blah. I know, it's really hard to think long-term, big stuff. Very grown-up of us, isn't it? You're doing a great job, and of course, there's going to be something you want to let go of in order to move forward in this department. So there will be something you need to let go of. This could be physical stuff, a way of thinking, a relationship, or a job that you want to let go of so that you can better proceed with the situation. Maybe someone said, the best way for you to use this situation with your money is if it's not tied up in assets. And if you don't have it tied up in assets, then it'll be much cleaner when this money is just over here doing its thing over here. It's just money, not assets that are tying it all up. Or vice versa, they might be saying, hey, you got to get it out of this file over here. Take this money out of this file and put it in assets. At least they're doing something there. And that's going to be interesting for you, okay? So be aware of that and understand what that looks like to you. Whatever it is you want to make the big change, okay? You want to make the big change so you can better care for your loved ones and be more grown up in that situation, okay? Nice. I like it. It still doesn't mean you're sharing what you need to do. You're just making choices based on the information so that you can better protect your loved ones. Nice. Love that. What is happening over here? Your communication department. What do you need to talk about? All right. Nine of Pentacles. Having a bunch of money and how you want to handle it and what do you want to do with your big money. Yep, yep, yep. You have plenty of money. You have good money. You have family money. This is the stuff of you having earned it and worked through and made really good generational wealth, right? We like that. It's a good phrasing. Generational wealth. And with all this money, you want to talk about it. You want to make sure you're doing the right things with it. You have the tools at your disposal. I like the Magician here. The Magician here is definitely saying that, yeah, you have the tools at your disposal, and you're going to be able to make things happen very nice. And there is this King of Wands who's going to be a like-minded fella who is going to be very smart and capable and down to earth, who's going to help you take care of your shit, okay? You are spending a lot of time right here dealing with your money and trying to get things taken care of. He could be a real estate agent if you need to get things sold so that you don't have all your money tied up in some place that it doesn't need to be tied up in. And then you can move forward, and that'll be awesome. Well done. Nice. So this is good. I like it. Now let's talk about your family, all right? Four of Wands, a marriage of ideas. There's a lot of people in your world who are thinking like you are and wanting to make sure that you're taking care of your business and getting things squared away and not leaving it till the last minute, because leaving it till the last minute can blow things up in a bad way. So now we have the Seven of Pentacles showing that there's going to be plenty of money. Everything's going well with the money and situations. Everything is fine. No one's freaking out about the money. There's goodness. I'm not seeing any negative cards here, blocking cards yet. That's okay, and that's smart. The Four of Swords is here showing that you are the guy in charge. You have a firm base and control over the situation. So yes, they're aware of you're sharing your ideas. That's great. They're seeing that there will be money. That's great. You're in charge of it still. That's great. You don't have them. They aren't all standing around like this, which is so nice to have your people you care about know what you're into, know what you're working on, and you're just working on getting your future and your stuff worked out for the future, so that your finances are doing what they need to be doing, and nothing is tied up in stuff that will be too hard to get rid of later. All right, you're handling your own business so that it'll be simple for them. All right. This card here is talking about what's going on with your great big passions. What are you working on? What is your personal passion this week? All right, 10 of Wands. Taking your ideas and moving on down the road, man. You're like, yep, I got this big, huge idea and I'm working on it. This is all this. This is all this stuff. I have this great big idea. It's my passion right now. I am totally devoted to taking care of all this stuff. Fighting for your heart's desire with other people may be a little more stressful than you think. So you're going to want to like realize that it doesn't matter what they think necessarily, okay? In some cases, it's just unimportant. We have the Seven of Pentacles. They know that there's going to be money. That's cool. But fighting about their feelings about it, don't worry about their feelings, because you're taking your power back in the situation. You can always change the situation to your liking because you have a foundation in the power right now. Right now, you are in charge of what's happening. So you do you with all of it, okay? And you take care of your business, all right? They'll come into play when it's time, but they don't need to be involved in it right now. You're just letting them have information. You weren't asking for their opinion. That's kind of the funny part, is they think that they were being asked their opinion. Like, well, what if I don't like it? I was like, no, it doesn't matter if you don't like it or not. I wasn't asking about that. I was just letting you know what I was doing, all right? So be aware of that. Make sure that they understand that, because they need to understand that. What's going on at work for you and with your health, all right? Your dreams and goals are coming into focus. You are definitely figuring out what kind of mark you want to leave behind in the world, how you want to do that, and what your methodology will be and how you can best accomplish that, okay? So all of those things that are about your dreams and goals, you're working on that right now at work. You're starting to feel like good about what you're planning, and that's good. Fighting for your ideas right now might be detrimental to the situation. You may want to do a little go along to get along kind of thing. And it might just benefit you in this moment, unless it's something super critical. And that's super, super critical, because this is like your signature move, and they want to take your signature move and put it like, no, we don't want to do your signature move at all. You're like, but it's my signature move, a signature, it's my sign, it's how I sign my things. This is my sign. You can't take my sign out of my thing. So, right, so you might have to fight for that, just saying. But yeah, we're definitely looking at the probability that you're still going to be balancing your finances, and everything is going to be coming out nicely with your money in this way. So even still, it's good, all right? This could be outside of your regular job, some other thing happening, books or other jobs outside your regular job, because you might be doing two things at once, all right? So let's talk about your health. Your health is working towards your dreams and goals perfectly. You have good dreams and goals. They're realistic, they're capable, and you're working towards them, and it's working. I like that very much for you, because, you know, keeping that health in order, it can be a real trial sometimes. So your dreams and goals are coming into focus, but the way you do it, fighting for your wants, how you want to do it, you may be barking up the wrong tree. It may not be the right particular method for wanting how you want to take care of your dreams and goals, right? So you have the goal figured out, but you're like, if I want to go over there, but I've decided that I want to go down and around over there and come back around over here to get to there. And they're saying, dude, you're standing right here. Just go there. That's it. Just do this to this. Don't do anything in between. We don't need to do anything else. Don't overcomplicate your situation. Getting toward your dreams and goals is what they're saying. Is like your want is to maybe get more steps in. And the fact is, get a treadmill, dude, because you don't want to be doing that. Not here, not now, not in this situation. Okay. We want you to work toward your goals in the shortest possible way. If you want to get your steps up, having a treadmill will keep you at home where you're good for all weather, and you don't have to worry about like something going wrong and you stubbing your toe and being stuck on the side of the road and not being able to call AAA for a ride or having to call an Uber to get home. That's not great. So if you just do it at home, everything will be great. All right. You can afford this. So whatever this new solution is, you can afford it. You have the money to take care of it. So you can do your dreams and goals without having to do anything too different, too wild, or too crazy. And it may still not be 100% what you want to do, but it's okay. You'll be fine. And you'll get most of what you want. All right? So this card here, this area here is talking about relationships and partnerships. We have the Emperor showing the foundation of your relationships is strong. You have very strong relationships. People do care about you and what's going on with you. You're working it out. You have, you're very mature in the situation. You are the strong person in the relationship. You have the mentality to handle everything that's coming down the pike. Okay? Well done. Five of Cups. You're even remembering past relationships and not screwing up current relationships because you're remembering those lessons. Good for you. Yay, Scorpio. Nicely done. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a lady or a feminine energy person who cares very much about the money. They like a good bargain. They like everything to be going swimmingly. And it is. This person means a lot to you, and they're helping you out in getting you where you want to go. If only by holding your hand and saying, "You're doing a good job, keep going." They're really paying attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it, and they appreciate every little thing you bring to the table. And so, you know, they pick up the slack sometimes when you're running late or whatever. They can make dinner and everything will be great. You have what you need, and they have what they need, all right? Well done. Now then, let's talk about what's going on in your death and release department, right? What are you letting go of? This is the Queen of Cups. Yep, Queen of Cups. This is the emotionally based feminine energy person who's quite emotional. She has a tendency to make things more about her than other things, and her feelings are super duper outlandish sometimes. She can let them go way too far. So keep an eye out for this drama person. She might bring drama to the table or make things more difficult than they need to be, all right? So keep that in mind and know that she may be the one you want to release from your area of situation. Six of Pentacles showing that you'll have enough money to take care of yourself, so you don't necessarily need this person. If she's your assistant at this time, maybe she's there to be of help to you. Number one, you will save a little money, but you'll also have the money to take care of whatever you need to take care of if you release her. So it's so funny, in the release department, you're like, oh, this is what we're getting rid of. This isn't a block. This is a solution. This is what you get. And of course, the Fool shows new beginnings as you release this person. Okay, so there will be a new opportunity that comes your way. Once you release that person, your money isn't in your way at all. So don't worry. It didn't read that way. So here we go. I like that you're starting something new in that moment. Huzzah. Travel and movement. What is going on here? Hello. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. A lot of opportunities and possibilities. Things to choose from. Ooh, so many avenues. So many opportunities to go somewhere. Where are we going? I don't know. Where do you want to go? Everywhere. All right. So that's cool. You want to go everywhere, and that is super cool, and I like that very much for you. Your relationship person may not want to go everywhere, so they might be either standing in your way of going somewhere, or you might be saying, You probably don't want to come on this one. I love you, but you don't need to come with me on all my little trips. So you might have to leave your person behind because they don't feel like they're on board with it, all right? And as a result, interesting, work is coming into play. You have options and you've chosen work over your relationship situation. So you've decided maybe I'll keep working instead. Instead of going on this trip, one of the opportunity, or I'll take the work trip. Haha. I know, in order to eliminate my Bubba from going on my trip with me, I'm going to go on a work trip. Interesting concept. Think it through, come up with a plan there. But know that it's an opportunity for you to continue to have a good time. And you don't need to ditch your partner, okay? You don't need to ditch your partner. Your partner's totally cool. Just let your partner know, hey, you don't have to come on all these things if you don't really want to, and that's okay. So you are separate people and you're doing just great, all right? That's pretty weird. I'm seeing now that I have but 2 cards here. 2 cards, which tells me this one goes here and this one goes here. All right. Need 3 in every pile. Now we got them. All right. Let's talk now about what's going on with your ambition. Scorpio, what gets you up in the morning? All right. What's your cup of coffee? All right. Here we go. Power. Straight up Queen of Swords. Want to be in charge. Thank you very much. I want to be in charge. So I'm going to get up early so I am in charge. First one up gets to make the decisions for the day. All right. So you get up early. Now we have the we have Page of Pentacles. New information about ways to make more money could be blocking you in some situation of being in charge. So be aware of where it's coming from. Not everybody will be blocked by this information. Some people will say, yes, I'm in charge, and yes, I need new information about ways to make more money. Huzzah! And then we have the King of Swords showing up saying, yeah. Male energy, wanting to be in charge. So there's a multiple person. He might have got up later, but he still wants to be in charge. So there might be a butting of the heads, or it might be a partnership of people being in charge of a situation. Like you get up early, you collect the information, and then you bring it to your guy, and then your guy is the one who makes the final decision as you work together. But you definitely have the opportunity to weed things out so that he doesn't have to deal with all the information, just the most important information. So you guys could be a united front, or you could be butting heads at this time. So be careful about how you handle this situation, all right? So I feel like you did, in fact, get up early enough that you got the worm. Meanwhile, this guy likes to come in a little later for some reason and still thinks he's in charge. So this could be one of those funny situations where you're kind of, you're superseding him in your power. You're like, here I am, I'm doing the real work, and he comes in and takes the glory. But everybody else knows I'm really in charge. Interesting, right? So let's go ahead and talk about your friends. What's going on with your friends right now? What's happening over here? We have good judgment. We're using our better judgment with our friends now. We're making sure that we're hanging out with the right folks and that everybody's on page with what we can do and what we want to do, and everything is great. So yay, you're definitely doing that, and that is super cool. You enjoy that very much. Nice. I like that. So excellent. Just like with your judgment, you're going to be using your better judgment over here with your travel and your movement. Nice. I feel like your travel and movement and friends are coexisting, cohabitation. And of course the motivation here, I mean, pardon me, the world here is talking about how you're going to be beginning one thing and finishing another thing, very much so. New beginnings or completing things with friends could be on the back burner right now, so that's blocked. While you're working on using your better judgment with friends, I feel like something may have gone sideways with a friend. Maybe not everything is sunshine and rainbows with your friends, So you're having to like look at that in a different way, not really able to complete, not really able to start something new, so you're really working that through, okay? And now we have the Nine of Wands. Remember that when your friends sit back and say, well, if you were only different than what you are, then we would have a better friendship. The answer remains, I just don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. No. So whenever somebody asks you to change in order to be better friends, or in order to do whatever, just look at it and feel it out and see whether or not they're on point, or maybe you made a faux pas, right? If you made a faux pas, then you might want to work on changing that. But it's up to you personally to decide if you want to change yourself. This really speaks to using your better judgment. If they're asking something ridiculous and you're like, really? I don't see myself needing to do that. And then you might say, no, I don't need to do that. I'm not going to make that change. I don't want to make that change, so I'm not going to. All right, so you'll make your own personal decisions about that situation. Let's talk now about what's happening about the unknown department, right? So what's going on these cards represent something going on in more than one of these 11 houses, okay? And they just all end up here because they're sort of in the unknown. They don't really belong to one department. They belong to many. So we have the Ace of Pentacles showing up, showing that, yes, there's the gift of finance. Yes, you have support here. I think you have support here this is relationships. This is letting go of things. This is your movement and your movement department. You're definitely going to have more money going there because you're making a work trip out of it. There's more money coming in at the job for sure. And of course, that's enough. That's quite a lot. You have a lot of opportunities to have more money coming in. You're doing great things. Good job. Perfect. What's going on here in your quote-unquote blocked department here? What's blocking you in your unknown department is love. We talked about how your relationship might be getting in your way over here in your travel and movement. Emotions could be getting in the way for you over here in your release department, where you have to release the Queen of Cups, right? We talked about how remembering your lessons from your past would help you with your relationships here. And certainly fighting for your heart's desire over here is going to get in the way of you getting what you want and being able to claim your power here in the passion department, right? So pay attention to all that good stuff. And of course, taking care of the people that you care about is very important over here. So yeah, the gift of love is happening, but it's also sometimes kind of standing in the way of you moving forward. So be aware of that. And then watch out for opportunities to sabotage yourself, okay? So we have opportunities here to sabotage yourself. I would say easily and definitely over here with the release department, you could totally sabotage yourself. Somewhere in the passions department, family, you could, and in money, you could definitely sabotage yourself. So be cautious and be careful how you handle these situations and that you don't overdo it. And dealing with your ambition is going to be a little feisty, and certainly with your friends, okay? Be careful with your friends. As long as you're using your good judgment and standing up for who you are, I think you should be all right. But I think there will be things that you're walking away from there, okay? So just be aware of that. It's been interesting, hey? So, Scorpio, lots to take in, I understand. But I see you making some good moves here in the mix, and it really feels like you're focused on taking care of your business and making sure that you have everything squared away in a nice bundle, and you're taking care of things. So, and yourself. Good for you. We will talk next week about the 24th through the 30th. And if you would love to comment and let me know how this hits you, and if you like this, then great. If you don't like it, even let me know that. It helps me make better choices about what I'm going to do next, all right? I do appreciate every comment that I get. And if you like and subscribe, it helps my tiny baby channel grow. And I love that very much. And I care for very many of you all so much because you're helping me do what I want to do for you. All right. So I will talk to you next week. Thank you so much for being here.